So today we are going to learn how to style our documents for final assignments. Doesn't matter what subject you are choosing, what subject you are having assignment. It can be programming, it can be database, it can be business in IT. Doesn't matter. All of them are documents. Content of the document is 100% depends on you, and it's going to be unique, but the style in which you format your document should be standard. And as a standard, we will choose the recommendation from Ministry of Education of Republic of Uzbekistan. This is the standard which is used for scientific works, both in bachelor and masters. So it's about the document size, margins, labeling the tables, images, creating the table of content, and etc. So today we are going to learn how to make our assignment paper to look professional. How we're going to make it look academic, not just like a randomly ChatGPT generated Word file. Okay, so yes, I'm doing already. You are not the only one. So, for example, I'm gonna take a piece of text here. Let's say history of database management system. Don't pay attention to the content. We just need some random text. Okay, so I'm putting a simple text. It's absolutely unfiltered, and let's imagine that this is your assignment paper. So I'm gonna paste it multiple times so it looks big, huge, and etc. So what are we going to do first? First of all, we need to set up the font. In the BTEC, it says you can use Calibri or Times New Roman, but my personal recommendation is to use Times New Roman because it looks more professional. So what are we going to do first? We're going to deal with the fonts. So we select all the document, we choose the font. As you can see, it says Times New Roman. After that, we need to set up the font size. The recommendation says it should be 14 points, so it's going to be 14. It's going to be 14. Okay, last year I seen such documents where alignments are left-sided, something like this, and students think it's okay. It's not okay. Every document should be like this, central aligned. So by the both edges, it should be along the straight line. Everything should be a straight line. After this, it's just the first part. As you can see, between first and second paragraph, we had this little gap. We need to remove it. We need to remove it. So how do we do this? We select the whole document. Then we go here. It says the margins. If you click on it, you have what? So first one, it's the margin from the beginning. It's for the first. You see this? I would change it. First line, yes. First line. It says 1.25 centimeters. You need to change it to 1.25 or 24. It can be 23 as well. Then you have the interval here. You put 1 and 5, and you click on this. So it should be a tick here, you see? So it says, don't add interval between the paragraphs of the same style. So you click on OK. Now it looks like this. You see? More professional, more readable, and more pleasant to the eyes compared to the thing which you submitted last year and which you called assignment. Yes. Yeah, it's like book. It's like book. It's not everything. So as soon as we dealt with the margins, we go here. In Russian, it's called maquette. If your word in English, it will be called layout. It will be called layout. In the layout, you have this fields. In the fields, you have adjustable fields. You click on it, and you have parameters for your page. There is one little nuance. If you are using online version, or if your computer Windows, I mean Word, is American version, every measurement will be done in inches. Every measurement will be done in inches. If you don't see this centimeter here, it means your computer does everything in inches. That's why you need to change it to centimeter. Otherwise, the measurement will be incorrect. So what does it say? It says upper margin, how much it should be. We've set it as 2 centimeters. Below, we set it 2 as well. So bottom, left is going to be 3, and right is going to be 1 and 5. Just click on it, and that's how it looks like now. That's how it looks like now. Okay, what next? Okay, what next after? After this, you choose the size of the page. You see, at the given moment, it's set up as letter. It's not correct. We just need to put it as A4. You see? It should be an A4 because it's the standard paper size. And you should always pay attention to the size of the paper because it may result in a wrong output when you print it, because letter is smaller than A4 and you may see something different when you decide to print it. Now we have done with the margins. Now if you look just from the, let's say, from perspective, even if it doesn't make a sense, it looks professional. Even if it doesn't make a sense, it looks professional. That's what you need to do with your assignment paper. Okay, as soon as we're done with the fields and the size, what we are left with? So first of all, we need to put in your assignment, you will need to put the number page here, a page number. So what do you do? Below, you just click 2 times here. You see? And here you choose the page number. You say it should be on the... Ertekiler değil mi? Kır. So as soon as you put the page number, you need to change its style to Times New Roman. Remember one thing. Every element of your documentation should be of the same font. You can't have your title as Calibri, your main text as Times New Roman, your numbers as, I don't know, Helvetica or something like this. There is only exception for formulas. For formulas, if I'm not mistaken, there was specific font which makes formulas look more, I don't know, better. But for the rest of the written text, it's always Times New Roman. It's always Times New Roman. Okay, after dealing with the page number, what are we left with? We are left with table of content. So last year, I have seen some students doing this stuff. So they have table of contents and they write something like this. For example, introduction. Oh no, they really do something like this. Then they manually check, okay, introduction is the first page. Then let's say part 1. Again. And let's go. Part 1 plus part 2. Again. Yeah? I've seen such geniuses. Yes. So how do you do this? Just to show you. Okay, first of all, let's write some titles. Let's say introduction. Okay, so if you are making some part as a title, here you have the title style. You see, it says Zagalov. In English, it should be title. You can go here. We can change it. So we say that we want it to be Times New Roman. We want to be 6. We want it to be 14. Okay, and we want it to be bold. We say okay. Now, if we do something like this, you see, we should have this little triangle here, which will mean that this section under the title. Let's go here. Let's say title 2. We select it. Let me just put it. Let's change it as well. Oops. Yes. You see, title 2. Let's go here. Let's say title 3. Title 3. And for example, here we can say conclusion. Conclusion. After selecting everything, you go here and you choose links here or references. In English, it's called references. Here you have table of content. You pick first or second one, all up to you. For example, I pick this one and I have everything selected here. You see, no headache, just a few algorithms here that you need to remember. Not even remember, you need to memorize it. That's it. You see? That's how you deal with the table of contents. So you click on it, you can get to the section that you want. Okay. Now let's deal with the tables. I'm pretty sure most of you will add tables to your assignment. It can be table of comparison, table of programming languages, whatever. So how do you style it? First of all, let's add some table. Let's say I want to add this table. And inside, for example, I can have, I don't know, let's say company, country, field. So let's say company, NVIDIA, USA, electronics, Intel, USA, microchips. And what else? What company we have? What Russian company we have? Let's say Yandex, Russia, I don't know, media. And for example, Revolut, Ukraine, Revolut украинскими, да? Давай. Let's say Uklon, Ukraine, and let's say transportation. Let's say that you have such a table. You can't just leave it in a blank page like this. First rule, one page, one table. What does it mean? If you have a very big table, let's add some extra rows. It can be like this. You see, it's not good. I won't accept it. You need to find a way to make it smaller. So one page, one table. You don't let your tables to overlap between pages, okay? You don't let it overlap. After this, when you fit it inside one page only, you need to add the label and the number to the table. What does it mean, number? It means if you have, there is a, I'm sure, 100% that you will have more than one table. If you have more than one table, even if you have one table only, you need to number it. So how do you do this? You pick top right, you say table 1, or you can use something like this, table 1. And then you need to add the description of the table. For example, companies, let's say successful companies and their origin, or let's say and their fields and country of origin and origin they live. After adding the description to your table, you need to select it. Make it in bold, and then you need to turn it into italic. You see, it should be in italic always. So your table, you see, this table number, table description, table itself with the content, and up to that, you need one thing. In the text, you need to add a link to this table. For example, let me erase this one. For example, in the table below, you can see a list of companies, and the fields of their interest, as well as country of origin. And here you can, for example, add something like this, table 1, or you can use table 1. And of course, when you mention, you need to make it bold. Why? So we can find it, you see? So we can find it. If you will make a link to the table, it would be great as well, but I don't think it's necessary. But this one needs to be done. After this, you can put any text, any amount of text. So for example, you can do something like this. You see? The link should be in bold so that when I look at this statement and I see, okay, it says at the table 1, I can find the successful companies and the field of their interest. I scroll down and I see, oh, this is table 1. You see? This is table 1. That's where it's located. That's how you style your tables. Now let's deal with the images. I will show you example with the image. Let's pick the image. For example, this. So this is the image, let's say, for your assignment. This is the fragment of the EKG signal. So first of all, you place image to the center. After this, if for tables we wrote the number and description at the top right, for images we do it in the center bottom. So we say image, or we can say picture one, and then we describe what is this fragment of EKG signal. And as well, we need to make it bold, we need to make it italic, and of course, we need to mention it. For example, something, picture 1, and you do something like this. You can mention it above the text, below the text, doesn't matter. You just need to mention. If you add more pictures, you need to continue the numbers. So if it's the first picture, the next picture will be picture 2, picture 3, picture 4, picture 5, and etc. Do you understand? Numeration is very important. Okay, that's how you need to style your assignment. If you do something like this, your work will be outstanding. you will have higher chances to get a better mark, because at least maybe the content will be absolute trash, but style, style will be great. Style will be great. Any questions about it? No? No questions? Okay. So avoid big gaps, remove them, avoid big gaps. That's first thing. Next, at least try to make your document look like not ChatGPT generated. How you can do this? First of all, the one thing that always, let's say, indicates ChatGPT generated content, which I show you right now. For example, let's pick a topic. Explain what is, let's say, OOP. 100% you will ask it. Let's ask it. It says OOP like this. It gives us some answers. We are happy. Okay, what very bad students do, they just copy this. They come here, they put it. Okay, and they submit something like this. Don't be one of them, okay? Don't be one of them. If I see something like this, it's automatically remodel. So what are the first signs? When you copy from ChatGPT, it has a very it likes very much to make specific words in bold. So it's like indicate these words are important. The real human never does it, because human what? Lazy. Humans are lazy. That's why remove bold style from the sentence if it's not the title or something really important. Next thing. Yes, too big fonts. 18, 19, 16. No, it's automatically ChatGPT. Third sign, it's of course my favorite marked list. Ashnaqa beradi-ku. 100%. 200% GPT. 200% GPT. 200%. Shuni ko'ramanmi? So, chunki qaranglar, bunaqa narsani yozishdan oldin, mana shunaqa spesik yozishdan oldin, birinchidan odam izoh yozadi, buni oxirida qisqacha, mana qisqacha ma'lumot bergan sifatida berish. Mana tepadan qandaydir katta matn berdim. I go down and I say just this is a short explanation or short review of what I said. But it usually people don't write it at the beginning of the sentence. About this, I guess I don't need to talk. Yeah, you understand it? Okay. Next thing, different font for everything. You see, for code, it uses Courier New. Let's be honest. Before this day, you never knew that the font like Courier New existed. Yeah? Yes. So use proper font, or at least when teacher will ask what's the font, you just need to explain. It's a Courier New. It's used for code. Okay. Never people, you write something like this. So they never indicate importance of the, I don't know, subheading or heading. Emojis, people don't use emojis in the word, okay? No emojis. Because if you will add emojis in your MacBook, my cheap laptop won't open it, okay? I understand. Teachers are considered the cheapest layer of the society, but it doesn't give you students are not even in society, like. Okay. You need to win your right to be a part of society. Okay. What else? Don't leave these parts, okay? What? ChatGPT mana shu qismlarni o'chirib tashlanglar, eslanglar chiqmasin. Just for you to know, last year I had an assignment and the introduction starts like this. Here is the introduction for your programming quick, for your programming assignment as you asked. Ketdi bu yerda introduction. Yana mendan so'raydi, nimasi xato deydi. Mana shuni o'chirib qo'yinglar, xatomi, maylimi? Esdan chiqmasin. No, really. These are the signs of ChatGPT. Also, ChatGPT has one very bad, let's say, habit. No limitation. You can buy, I don't know, plus subscription, but it has a very bad habit of concluding every part of your work with the same word. What do I mean? Usually people don't like to, copy the same style. But ChatGPT, for example, let's say you write part 1, here something you write, and when it comes to conclusion, it usually concludes with the same word. For example, in conclusion, part 2 ham, in conclusion, part 3 ham, in conclusion, part 2 ham, in conclusion. Rus tilida misol uchun ko'pincha anaqa takim obrazdan deb takrorlanaveradi. Mana shu narsaga e'tibor beringlar. Boshlanishi, tugashi bir xilmi, har xilmi? Chunki misol uchun ikkita odam ishini ko'rasizlar, ikkala odamda ham misol uchun in conclusion yozilsa, it creates some, aware problems. It creates some problems. Do you understand it? Okay. Any questions about the styling? No questions? You understood everything? And here, of course, you need to set the font as the rest of the text. If it's 14, it should be 14. Do you understand it? Okay. Do you know what unit it is? Programming. What is the unit of programming? Number. 4. Yes. Sizlarda assignment bo'ladi, bilasizlar, lecturedan. First submission, resubmission, retake'lar bilan birga bo'ladi hammasi. Tushunarlimi? Unitni nodir yozib qo'ysa, retake'mi yoki resub beraman bir marta. Bir marta unit xato yozib qo'ysa, mayli resub beraman. Lekin yana qaytadan unit xato yoz. Yo'q. Qoida bo'yicha introduction bilan conclusion, qaranglar, conclusion alohida listda bo'lishi shart emas. Misol uchun bitta qism tugadi, undan keyin conclusion ketishi mumkin. Prosta joyiga qarang. Agar misol uchun conclusion so'zini yozyapsiz, conclusion o'ziga joy qolmayaptimi? Misol uchun birinchi gapi boshqa varaqdan boshlanyapti, undan ko'ra boshidan boshlang. Lekin joy qolsa conclusionni anaqa qilavering. Lekin introduction alohida varaqda bo'lishi kerak. Chunki bu stilistika qoidasi. Tushunarlimi? Shunday. Hozir so'rayapsiz-da, chap naskini o'ng oyoqqa kiysa bo'ladimi, o'ng naskini chap oyoqqa kiysa bo'ladi. Lekin bekordan ularni chap naski bilan o'ng naski demaganda. Okay. No question?